Afghanistan, how can you lecture Hamid Karzai about corruption when so many of these corrupt people are on the U.S. payroll? And on the Middle East, do you believe that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu should extend the settlement moratorium as a gesture to peace? And if he doesn't, what are you prepared to do to stop the Palestinians from walking?
On Afghanistan, we are in the midst of a very difficult but very important project. I just want to remind people why we're there the day before September 11th. We're there because that was the place where Al-Qaeda launched an attack that killed 3,000 Americans. And we want to make sure that we dismantle Al-Qaeda and that Afghanistan is never again used as a base for attacks against Americans and the American homeland. Now, Afghanistan is also the second poorest country in the world. It's got a illiteracy rate of 70%. It has a multi-ethnic population that mistrusts oftentimes each other. And it doesn't have a tradition of a strong central government. So what we have done is to say we are going to, after 7 years of drift, after 7 years of policies in which, for example, we weren't even effectively training Afghan security forces, what we've done is to say we're going to work with the Afghan government to train Afghan security forces so they can be responsible for their own security. We are going to promote a political settlement in the region that can help to reduce the violence. We are going to encourage an Afghan government that can deliver services for its people. And we're going to try to make sure that as part of helping President Karzai stand up a broadly accepted, legitimate government, that corruption is reduced. And we've made progress on some of those fronts. I mean, when it comes to corruption, I'll just give you an example. 4 years ago, 11 judges in the Afghan legal system were indicted for corruption. This year, 86 were indicted for corruption. We have seen Afghan-led efforts that have gone after police commanders, significant business people in Afghanistan, but we're a long way from where we need to be on that. And every time I talk to President Karzai, I say that as important as it is for us to help you train your military and your police forces, the only way that you are going to have a stable government over the long term is if the Afghan people feel that you're looking out for them. And that means making sure that the tradition of corruption in the government is reduced. And we're going to keep on putting pressure on them on that front. Is it going to happen overnight? Probably not. Are there going to be occasions where we look and see